welcome to Empress Expressions. My name is Amber and I'm the Empress here on this YouTube channel. And I am excited because I want to talk about the fourth universal law, which is the law of action. Okay? So I have already released 3 other videos talking on the first, second, and third universal laws. And check those out. I will have those at the end of this video available for you to check out, okay? So let's dig into the fourth universal law, the law of action. And here I have some notes so that I can stay on track because sometimes I don't. All right, so I'm going to give you some points and some examples to really help you tap into and truly understand this universal law of action and how you can implement it and how you can see it play out and be effective in your life, okay? So the first one is manifestation through action. And I have here, this law states that the positive change and manifestation requires intentional, purposeful action. And one of the examples that I have here is, let's say you want to improve your physical health. Well, some actions that would need to be taken in order to improve your physical health would be daily exercise, right? And to make better food choices, right? Making those changes, taking those actions would put you in a position to see the results that you want to see, okay? Without taking the actions of exercising and actively choosing healthier foods, you would possibly not see certain results that you want to see, right? This is why it's called the law of action. So that's my first example. My second point that I want to speak on is going to be catalyst for change, okay? Action can be the catalyst for change. Let me read to you what I have here. Action serves as a catalyst for change, propelling us from a state of inertia to that of progression, okay? So, example would be, when it comes to personal development, say someone is afraid of public speaking. Well, some of the actions that would need to be taken or could be taken to help this person overcome this would be, they could go and sign up for a public speaking class and then consciously and intentionally put themselves in situations where they are engaging in public speaking events and opportunities and circumstances. Okay, with that, the catalyst for change, this would then build the momentum up for that change in that person's life to really cultivate and help them excel in a thing that once brought a lot of fear to them. Third point that I want to speak on is aligning with goals. And what I have here is actions should align with one's goals and intentions to bring forth the desired outcomes, okay? And the example that I have here is when I was in junior high school, and college, I've always been a singer. And I was trained to sing through chorals, like choral singing. I did lots of competitions with UIL. Well, specifically with UIL through junior high school, and college, there was a part within UIL where you went into a room by yourself and you had to sight sing a piece of music that you had never seen before. Well, in order for me to become better at sight reading and sight singing, I had to practice. I had to stay after class, I had to stay after school and memorize the keys, know how to find the key of the piece of music that I was singing, knowing what the tempo and the rhythm was. That took practice. It took me taking the action of putting myself in a practice room after school for an hour or two and studying music, studying how to read music, and also putting in the action of getting pieces of music that I had never seen, and practicing and practicing and putting forth the action, so that when I went to UIL and I stepped into that room, I was more likely to get first chair or second chair or third chair. There were actions that I had to take in order to strengthen that part of my abilities. Okay, so that is a perfect example of the law of action. I have two more points, and the next one is overcoming inertia. And what I have written here is action is the force that can overcome the inertia of complacency or resistance, pushing you or myself towards our objective and our goals. And one of the examples that I have here, which I think this is another great example, is if you want to start a business. Some of the actions that you would need to take in order to start a business would be, you may need to conduct some marketing research for whatever business or whatever category of business that you're trying to embark upon, right? You may need to create a business plan. That's an action that can be taken to move you towards what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And also funding, also registering your business, your company. These are actions. These are ways to implement the fourth universal law, the law of action. Action is pivotal in creating, pivotal in recognizing and knowing when to move, how to move, where to move. Good stuff. So without taking those actions, if you want to have your own business, build your own business, is you may find yourself being completely overcome with hesitation and fear, because there's no momentum moving behind you. There's no actions that have created momentum to push you forward, move you closer to having a business, a successfully running, prosperous business. Okay. The last point that I have is the law of cause and effect. Now, the law of cause and effect is its own law. Matter of fact, it will be the next video that I release, the fifth law, the law of cause and effect. But this is very much intertwined in the law of action. And what I have here, the law of cause and effect is intertwined with action because action leads to consequences shaping one's reality. Now, I believe consequences are not just bad and they're not just good. They're both. Consequences are consequences. I know when I was growing up, I always felt like a consequence was a punishment. It was something that was happening to me and it was out of my control and it was this bad thing. But as time has gone on and the more that I tap into my own soul wisdom, consequences are good and bad, okay? The example that I have is when it comes to education, the realm of education. If you want to become a better student, you've got to go to class. That's an action. Show up to class. Sit down. Listen to the professor. Listen to your teacher. Listen to your instructor. Take your notes down. Study when you leave class. These are actions, right? These are actions that will help propel you out of a state of inertia and propel you to your goal, propel you to the effect. So the cause would be studying, attendance to class, participation, note-taking, and the effect would be better grades, academic improvement, understanding of the subject that you're studying, okay? So that is what I have for you when it comes to the fourth law, the law of action. This law is important. This law is needed. This law is one in which we really, it requires us to tap into our masculine energies. Masculine energy is very forward moving, very action oriented, right? And it does require us sometimes to get out of our feminine spaces of, internally creating and dreaming and visualizing and making those things a tangible thing, right? And the in between of the two is taking action. Taking action. So I hope that this video has helped you. I hope that this has helped you tap a little bit more into your own soul wisdom and to help you understand more about the fourth universal law, the law of action. Yeah, that's what I have for you. Again, my name is Amber and I am the Empress here at the YouTube channel Empress Expressions. I am your soul wisdom coach. And please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. You can comment below. You can send me an email. In the description box, I also have some links where you can book time with me, discovery calls, talk it out sessions, so many different options. So that's what I have for you. I send you peace, I send you light, and I send you love. And until next time, bye.